just taking a look at my homemade hydroponics system. You'll notice I have two desk lamps powering or lighting this system. This is all that's helping them to grow. And I have a fan. You'll notice the leaves are waving because it's good for respiration to have the air moving in the vicinity of the plants. This simulates outside, and it keeps them from getting especially tomatoes here, from getting fungus. These tomatoes I rescued, and these basil I rescued as well, and these Swiss chard also were like kind of underperforming, so I put them all in here. And this potato I'm working on, I'm going to show you the roots of these things as well, because you learn a lot from the leaves and the roots and so on. So let's look inside. Okay, now look at this. I don't know, let's see if you can see this. This potato thing looks dormant on the outside, but it's putting out some roots down here. So this is a good sign. This is the tomato, and you see the root structure is looking pretty good, fairly clean. This is a nasty root system. I rescued this from a hydroponic system at the church, and they were dying, and now look at them. But I still don't like the root system here because it has wicks, and the wicks build up algae. Look at the Swiss chard, the root system, very tiny. It starts off like that always, I find, and then it gathers mass later, and it's bushy in the end as the plant gets bigger. So you'll see that suddenly it becomes like a beard. And look at the leaves of these basil. See, I've been trimming these since probably early April, and they're still looking okay. Right, so look at the sweet potato. This is all you see with the sweet potato. Not looking too healthy, but as you saw just now, it's doing its work underneath with the roots coming out in the water. So it didn't have any roots when I put it in there, and that was about 3 or 4 days ago, and now it's starting to do something. So this nutrient is called Master Blend, and it's a commercial grade blend of nutrients. I'm using ear stones to keep the oxygen and stuff moving in the roots, so it will absorb more nutrients. Always like to look in there. So if you remember anything, just remember to keep air moving around your plant, and that will strengthen the trunks and the limbs and stuff like that. And plus it causes the plant to like get some exercise and move things through the plant structure itself. I think they call that transpiration. It moves stuff to the leaves, from the roots up to the leaves, and so on. And I'm ever proud of using sponges, because you see, as opposed to using these net pots, this is limiting, because if I were to take one of these and try to plant it in the earth, The net pot is a pain in the butt, and you're stuck with that in the soil for the life of the plant. But with this, I can just take my sponge apart. I just have a plug in here, and you can see the plug better here. I just pull that apart, take out my plant, stick it in the soil, no problems. Show you from the back. See how it looks? Just a root sticking out of there, so there's no complication. This is an unholy mess. I put some clay pellets in here so that I can keep the plant upright, and it also blocks out light from getting down inside the nutrient and creating a lot of algae. But this came from a system where it already had a lot of algae, so I can't do much about that right now. I'm just going to let it live out its life. Well, thanks for listening, and I hope I was able to share some of my experiences here. This is a learning experience for me, and trying to patch up plants that were dying and getting them to be productive again.